Hello, my fellow makeup enthusiasts. Welcome back to Makeup Use Disorder. My name is Lainey, and in about 30 minutes, I gotta get out the door and go get some Juvederm injected into my face. So do I have a problem? Do I have body dysmorphic disorder? That is an official DSM diagnosis, but we're going to talk about what BDD actually is and what it is not. I find that BDD is one of the most overdiagnosed mental disorders on the planet, not by therapists, by assholes. So these people who have maybe had one psychology class, maybe they watched a couple of YouTube videos, they love to go around accusing people who give a shit about their appearance of having body dysmorphic disorder. And you know what? That's really not fair, because true body dysmorphic disorder is life-ruining. It's terrible. You can't function with real body dysmorphic disorder. So let me go ahead and read to you what it actually is. Criterion A, preoccupation with one or more perceived defects or flaws in physical appearance that are not observable or appear slight to other people. So this could cover a lot of us. This could definitely describe me. But I will tell you about the second or third time that I had Botox. I took a picture of my crow's feet when I was smiling really big and the crow's feet were really obvious. This was right before I went in to get Botox. And then I had the Botox. I waited the obligatory 2 weeks for it to fully emerge, for the effects to fully emerge. Took another picture, the crow's feet were gone. So I put the pictures side by side. I think I have them. If I do, I'll put them right here. And I showed them to people. Well, here was the reaction from, I'm sorry, this is gonna sound sexist, but from a lot of my guy friends. They would look at it and say, I don't see a difference. I think there might be something wrong with you. Those fuckers were gaslighting me. That's a whole other video. I'll talk about that at a later date. But when I would show the side-by-side pictures to female friends, their reaction was generally, ooh, I gotta go get some Botox, or ooh, when I get older, I'm definitely getting Botox. So what gives? All of us have little things about our face, our bodies, our hair, whatever, that bug us a little bit. Do they ruin our lives? Are we preoccupied with them? Well, it depends on your definition of preoccupation, and that is entirely subjective. Is it interfering with your ability to function? And you will find across the board that pretty much every single mental disorder in this Bible, that's what I call it the Bible. Every single mental disorder pretty much hinges on whether or not it really impacts your ability to function in society. Does it have an effect on your day-to-day functioning? Is it impacting your relationships? Can you live with it? Are you extremely unhappy, or is it just a little minor annoyance that you kind of deal with? Criterion B. At some point during the course of the disorder, the individual performs repetitive behavior like mirror checking. I mirror check. Do you mirror check? Doesn't everybody? Oh shit, I think I'm crazy. Excessive grooming. I make makeup videos. Oh shit. Skin picking. Now, when the DSM says skin picking, what they're really talking about is excoriation. That is disgusting. If anybody has ever accused you of having excoriation disorder because you popped a fucking zit or you picked a fucking scab, they're an asshole, because if you Google excoriation disorder, you will see the difference between popping a zit or picking a scab or maybe pulling at some dry skin on your lips. I think we all do that. It's disgusting, but sometimes it's hard to help when you know it's there. Do I have excoriation disorder? Oh my God. Enough about that. Let's see, what else is there? Reassurance seeking. I think I sometimes seek reassurance, but I'm usually pretty upfront about it. I will go to the doctor's office and say, Doc, I'm feeling kind of insecure today. I feel like I'm showing some signs of aging. I feel like I have some wrinkles. Could you please inject me with Juvederm? Now tell me I'm beautiful. No, I'm kidding. I think you know what I mean. You know those people who are constantly seeking reassurance, but they're doing it in very covert ways. They're maybe posting something on Facebook that is very vague, but saying, I'm feeling kind of down today. I'm feeling kind of sad today. People who post pictures, like side by side, before and after pictures of their Botox, really are not seeking reassurance. They're just going, hey, look how well this actually works. But people thought that I was seeking reassurance when I posted the before pictures. And a lot of people told me that I was beautiful with wrinkles and that they would still fuck me despite my wrinkles. But I didn't intend to seek reassurance. Whatever. Criterion C. And this is the big one. I think I have it memorized. The preoccupation causes clinically significant distress, impairment in social, occupational, or other important areas of functioning. That is the crux of the matter. Does your little worrying about your hair or your makeup or your wrinkles or the little bulge that won't go away, does your preoccupation, so to speak, your little worry about some little defect or some little part of your body that you wish you could change impair you socially, occupationally, relationally? Are you losing your job? Are you missing work? Are you missing school? Have you flunked out of college because you were too busy staring at that one little wrinkle in the mirror? Probably not. So you probably don't have BDD. And finally, but not extremely importantly, Criterion D, the appearance preoccupation, basically is not better explained by an eating disorder. In other words, if somebody is morbidly obese and they're worried about being morbidly obese, that's not body dysmorphic disorder. That's being morbidly obese, and that is probably some sort of eating disorder. You would have to talk to the person to see exactly what kind of eating disorder it is. On the other end of the spectrum, if somebody is so preoccupied with their weight that they are not eating, that is probably anorexia nervosa. It is not the same thing as body dysmorphia. There seems to be an overlap between eating disorders and body dysmorphic disorder. Actually, body dysmorphic disorder is classified under the umbrella of obsessive compulsive disorders. So a lot of times you'll hear people talk about all of the things that I just referred to, like excessive mirror checking, grooming, picking at the imagined flaw, things like that. So that's why they classify it under the umbrella of OCD. Okay, so I just feel like rambling for a moment, which is probably going to end up being a lot of moments. Bear with me. What is this need to pathologize any behavior that we deem weird or that we want to make an excuse for? I think that a lot of people go to see psychotherapists. I have seen clients like this. They want a diagnosis. What is wrong with me, doc? I'm not a doctor, but you know what I mean. What is wrong with me? What do I have? What do I have? What can I tell my friends that I have? I think that a lot of people want to make an excuse for bad behavior. Instead of just owning it. And as a therapist, my job is not so much to diagnose. I can if I need to, usually for insurance purposes, but I actually don't like to slap a label on behavior. I really don't. I ask them why. Why do you need to know what's wrong with you? Let's just talk about what's bothering you, what you would like to change, why you would like to change it, and why you need a label. So most people want an excuse for bad behavior. Now, the people that like to diagnose other people, in other words, assholes, those people, essentially, they will take a behavior that they find weird, or they will be trying to gaslight somebody. A lot of people do this when they are trying to get into someone's pants. They will notice something and they will be, oh, she must have really low self-esteem. I bet she's an easy target. You know what? I haven't gotten my dick wet in a while, so let me make her feel really bad about herself, and then I will save her from that really bad feeling, and maybe she'll fuck me. And you know what? That study that the pickup artist used to spread around the myth that hurting someone's self-esteem or bringing someone down or insulting someone in some way will make them want you more, that was a misinterpretation of the study. It doesn't make it easier to get laid. It just makes them feel bad about themselves and want a shoulder to cry on, not a dick to suck. I own my insecurities. I am secure in my insecurities. And I do something about them. So whenever I go get Botox for my crow's feet or I go get Juvederm for my laugh lines, when I am finished, I feel empowered. I found this little thing on my face. I wasn't really looking for it. I just noticed it and it bugged me and I wanted to get rid of it. So I did. And the things that I do, Botox and Juvederm, they fucking work. And I feel powerful. I took matters into my own hands, or rather, money changed hands, and I put matters in my doctor's hands, and he worked his magic, and poof! And I'm back! Do I look younger? I feel more comfortable smiling even though I can't feel my face. Every time I get any kind of cosmetic procedure and they put lidocaine on my face, I feel like I've done some kind of naughty drug because I can't feel my face and I feel like a stoner. Dude, I can't feel my face. It's a very strange sensation, but not entirely unpleasant. Anyway, I would tell you all of the ins and outs of Juvederm, but this video is not about Juvederm. It's about body dysmorphic disorder. If you are curious to know what it's like to undergo a Juvederm treatment, let me know in the comments and I'll do a video on that. But let's get back to body dysmorphic disorder. The take-home message, if you remember nothing else from this video, please remember this. If your beef with one or two aspects of your appearance is not causing significant impairment in your social life, in your relationships, in your occupational life, your job, your schoolwork, it's probably not a mental disorder. And I stand by the assertion that we all have those little things about our faces, about our bodies that bug us. Be it maybe you feel like you have a little bit of a tummy, you feel a little puffy after Thanksgiving, so you bust out the Spanx. That's not a mental disorder. Maybe you don't like your natural hair color. I sure as hell don't like my natural hair color, so I dye it. Is that a mental disorder? I don't think so. So maybe you're getting a little bit older and maybe you don't like the wrinkles that are invading your face, and so you get Juvederm, you get Botox, you use an expensive wrinkle cream that probably doesn't work. And is that a mental disorder? I don't think so. But something just occurred to me and I want to jump on it. The reason that what I actually had fixed today, it wasn't so much my nasolabial folds, it was the creeping in marionette lines. And the reason those were bugging me is because I felt like they made me look grumpy. When my face was in its resting position and I had little lines right here, I felt like it made me look grumpy. And same thing like with the crow's feet, and if my eyebrows get kind of droopy. Why is it that the way our faces naturally change as we age has become kind of synonymous? Not kind of synonymous, it's linked to the perception of grumpiness or bitterness or just being in a bad mood. When we look older, we look grumpier, at least to me. And I think that that is pretty much true of anybody who lives in this culture. And I'm talking about American culture. Signs of aging equal unhappiness. So I know that that is a social construct, but I can't help it. I live in America. I'm surrounded by these societal constructs, and it's embedded in here, but I don't have to wear it here thanks to the miracles of modern medical technology. So that almost wraps it up for today, but I do want to throw in a disclaimer that I should have probably said at the very beginning of this video. Better late than never. I am not an expert on body dysmorphic disorder. That is not my specialty. I have never treated it. I actually don't even have any colleagues who have treated it. My only experience with body dysmorphic disorder is being accused of having it. So that's pretty much the angle that this video took, was just me talking about my experiences of being accused of having body dysmorphic disorder for having very normal human beefs with little aspects of my appearance. So having said that, that wraps it up for today. As always, thank you so very much for joining me. Follow me on Instagram. I will follow you back. Throw me a pity like, give me some encouragement to make some more videos. Very special shout out to you if you are watching this video on the toilet. And until next time, enjoy your joy responsibly. Okay, I have a doctor's appointment today, and my mother, knowing that my doctor is also a plastic surgeon, got really paranoid and said, don't you dare get those lip injections. And I've never had lip injections. I did have kind of puffy lips when I got my vampire facial, so I'm playing a prank on her. This is makeup. I haven't even been to the doctor yet, but I'm gonna tell her that I had to go in to see the doctor early, and I impulsively decided to get lip filler, so we're gonna see what she does. Hey Mom, I got into the doctor's office early and I got some lip fillers.
Crap, you're just joking with me. You're oh God, your mouth looks
What do you
awful.
think? Don't they look pretty?
They look like shit. It's what you look like.